Hi, this is Ron Janish, and this is the video version of the Andrews Pitchfork Newsletter for mid-August 2013. Now, normally we have this newsletter going out in about a week or two, but the problem is that well, right now I'm getting ready for a considerable seminar in the Middle East, and so I'm going to be traveling a few days, and a couple other things are going to be coming up. So we're going to do this early, and let's start with what we see in the S&P. Last time we were talking about, well, this is around the 20 something of August, and let's just get here. Well, at the time the market was over here, and so around the 20 something of August, and we can see here that looking for some kind of sideways or downish move, and all we really got was this little thing here, and this is with a Fed that is the Energizer Bunny for the stock market, as we know, and and the word is getting out there that this Energizer Bunny behavior may be all but over. So, be that as it may, this is the line here that I've presently drawn, and we can see that prices have zoomed through the ML. They're coming back down here, and they're finding support at this upper H line so far, and we'll see how long that can last. If it lasts, then it's up. We go a whole lot more. Otherwise, prices could easily come down, maybe even make it to the ML, which isn't likely, but could try, and then go further. So basically we're looking for this uptrend to continue for not forever, but for the time being, unless something changes that would change our minds. So let's see what else is out there in the newsletter. Yes. We talked about, let's see, the bank that pays 4%. My golly, I've been focusing on that bank for a while now. That's good old TD, Toronto Dominion Bank, and when prices were over here, we were talking about why they had to come down, and then we wound up buying some, and they've kind of been surging for months, and so I've been just saying, gee, look at this wonderfully surging stock, but there's really more to it than that. As you can see, prices have zoomed through the ML, and they've come back down to it, and now are in kind of a sideways consolidation pattern. And one of the things you can see here, this red line here is a 200-day moving average, and here's the 50. And what often happens is when these stocks, when your 50 goes over this red one, prices tend to go up for a while, and so this could happen. This new surge could easily coincide with that. But I use the course methods, and the course method suggests that it's onward and upward. Look at this on a long-term basis. Let's look at the monthly chart. Andrews like to look at those. And as you can see, this one has been pretty much going sideways for a long period of time. And they are in the brokerage business, partially. They own TD Ameritrade, or a piece of TD Ameritrade, and that piece of their company should be doing extremely well as the public starts getting into the stock market. Okay, so that's what we're looking at there. Otherwise, what it also will tell you about in the newsletter is on the subject of gold, mainly these three stocks, same as before, that I mentioned in the past. Let's put a daily chart up here. Here we go. Let's take a look. Let's remove this. Okay. And back on the 9th of July, which I guess was over here, is if you were in the Precision Trader group, which is a free discussion group, you noticed that I put out an email saying, hey guys, I'm buying these stocks here. And this is one of the ones I was buying, and let's see, closed at 919 there, and today it's at 14 and change, and so that's one. And then there's SA. That's the one I just focused on. Okay, there's SVM. This is one I really like. This is the silver stock that at the time was paying like 4%, and now that percentage, of course, is a lot lower because the price has gone up so much. Let's see, and also there was NG. That's another one that I was focusing on July, back on July 9th, and that's over here, right? So not exactly buying at the after the surge, and it's just nice to get there. Now, what happened also was I also bought some of this stock, EBR, and in the newsletter, what I say is that this one could be a real interesting long-term winner. Reason is they are the central electric company for Brazil. Why is that meaningful? Well, right now the sector that is really doing horribly is emerging markets. Excuse me, I've got something in my throat here. And if the emerging markets, specifically Brazil, goes bazonkers, which it may in the next few years, this one should do incredibly well, mainly because, well, they supply the electricity. Okay, so let's move on. So basically, this gold and silver stocks, we've been in those and thinking that they would outperform gold and silver, and they really do. Because if you take a look here, SBM on July 9th was 255 on the close. Now it's this 375, which is an increase of, I don't know, somewhere close to 50%. And if you look at gold, well, back here on July 9th, the price of gold was here, and now it's over here, which is a nice increase, but it's nowhere near 50%, right? So that's what I'm looking at. Let's see, what else does it say in the newsletter? Let me take a look. Here we go. Gold, 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 just all that. Da, 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 da. Okay. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Near the end of October, there will be a a Babson Pro Course seminar. Uh, Now, we may do this. We may move the site location to near Babson Business College because we can probably increase the number substantially of people that are coming by moving it over there. It just makes life easier for them. Let's see. You can be one of the few that knows the OR indicator. Excuse me. Now, Andrews wrote about this in his March 1974 newsletter, and it is available only in the massive expanded Andrews course, which of course includes all the documentation that we have, which is kind of neat. Bonds, and well, here's this thing on bonds, and my only commentary on that is they try to go up all the way down, and every time they go up for several days, it typically comes in a great place to sell, and they wind up dropping some more. Let's take a look. Do I have bonds up here quickly? No, I don't. Okay, so let's pass. Let's see, what else is there? Forex. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Now, in the last issue, I wrote that that I was buying CHFJP. I was shorting CHFJPY, and the reason that was because the thinking was that it was going to go down about 5-6%, went down about 3% to a point that looked like it was going to be decent support, and there was better opportunity in EUR CHF, so we just moved it over there. And so here's your CHF JPY. See, they came down in this area here, and this is where they're hanging now, which is a little bit higher. So we were where is it? CHF JPY. Yeah, we were telling people, okay, here, round up here, we're going short. Boom, down she went, right? And saying, nope, out of here. Okay, so we moved it over to EUR CHF, and right around over here, we were in there buying, and went sideways for a few days, and so it's gone up okay, pretty decently since then. And that's just in the forex. What I do is I switch from one to the other, and the reason I switch from what seems to be almost arbitrary currency pairs is to show that this technology applies all over the place. It doesn't just apply to EUR USD or something like that. So that it has the stamina to hang up in this, hang on, and work out in those different areas. Ooh, SVM is up nice today. Let's see, what else do we have? Yes, yes, yes. What we also have is there are 3 new ebooks available on Amazon.com, and they're called Beyond the Pitchfork, Roger Babson's Action Reaction Techniques, and Power Trend Investing. If you took the expanded course and would like a free copy of those, I can get you that. And otherwise, if you all the material in there has been covered in videos for people who've taken the regular course. Period. If you've seen the videos and you've taken the advanced course, you have all the information of the stuff in here. Otherwise, if you're one of the students at Babson Business College, or just interested in this kind of stuff, and I have people all from all over the world buying this on Amazon.com. All you do is go to powertrendinvesting.com, for example, or ronjanish.com, and let's see what you get. Whoop. Let's see. Let me see if I can find this. Here we go. So you just go to this Power Trend Investing, and then you click on the ebook, and you have Beyond the Andrews Pitchfork. Let's take a look. Come on, there we go. There's Beyond the Andrews Pitchfork. That's one. And Roger Babson's Action Reaction Techniques. That's number 2. And number 3 is Power Trend Investing. Each one of these books is focused on something completely different. So they whole different focus, a whole different setup. In some of these books I reveal setups, and one of the fun ones is in Beyond the Pitchfork. I show a specific setup that is definitely not something I got from Alan Andrews, even though Andrews would most likely approve. And what I do, excuse me, I run a piece of software on a regular basis, and it'll spit out the stocks that are relevant for this particular technique that we show specifically in that ebook, Beyond the Andrews Pitchfork. And what's kind of fun is that within that group, what we'll do is we'll find a list of stocks. Okay, so you have a list of stocks, and if those stocks are, many of them are in the same group, then that group is about to take off. It's absolutely amazing. And so what happened was in the past week or so, like right around down here, I noticed I started getting a whole bunch of signals in the gold and silver group. So even though SVM per se didn't come up as having a solid signal, what happened was a whole bunch of gold and silver stocks were saying, "Hey, look at the specific thing, look at the specific pattern, the specific setup you're using in that Beyond the Pitchfork book, and it's really good for gold and silver at this point. You've got a whole bunch of signals here." And this is relevant trading for me because, as Ken Fisher says, is that very often it's more important to be in the right group or sector than it is to be pick the right stock. And obviously, yeah, okay, I picked the right stock here, but the sector was gold and silver stocks, and this, because I had a whole bunch of signals to buy using that particular approach, that really did well for me. So what we do is, and that's how this is meaningful for you, is what happens is if you get the book, get the ebook, every once in a while we'll publish that in the free Yahoo group, the one that's Precision Trader Yahoo group, which is free. Okay, and you can link up to that at andrewscourse.com or precisiontrader.com. just click the new button and go from there. And if you're in the advanced group, then you get the private emails, and there you get that information a whole lot more often. So we don't tell you what to buy, we don't tell you what to sell. We just tell you, hey, we've got a whole bunch of signals, and this is the particular list of stocks that we have that have that signal, and then you can go from there. Okay. So I thank you for your time, and we're going to be off on the trip, and so we will see you next time. Bye.